The players are back, so too are the fans. It's been a long time coming, but the Charlotte Checkers are finally back on the ice.
Here come the Checkers, cross ice, True shot, he scores! Alex True!
I felt like, this is gonna sound strange, but I felt like something was missing in my life for the last year, honestly.
For hardcore fans like Nick Brody, these last couple of years have deprived them of their passion. Same too for team management.
It's been the most remarkable 19 months of my career. The most difficult, and I think the time that we absolutely learned the most about ourselves and our organization and how to persevere without a rule book.
For the first time in franchise history, the Charlotte Checkers are Calder Cup champions!
The last time the Checkers played a full season, they were crowned American Hockey League champions in the spring of 2019.
What a moment in franchise history!
I flew there for the game and we won, and I flew right back. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It was amazing.
But little did anyone know what the next couple of seasons would have in store.
We get pulled over halfway through and our coach gets a phone call, and then as he walked back on the bus, everybody was silent, and he just said that, you know, we're going home.
Played out to center, Checkers might have a 2-on-1. They've got a mini break, here's Cole Schwint into the zone, backhand, he scores!
When COVID first hit in March of 2020, Checkers forward Cole Schwint was playing with a junior team in Canada. Just like every other player in leagues across the world, his season abruptly ended.
A couple days went by, then a week went by, then 2 weeks.
We initially thought that it was only going to be 2 weeks where we were at home,
and then it turned into your season. And
we quickly realized that that year was going to be canceled.
During that offseason, the team's parent club, the Carolina Hurricanes, ended their relationship with the Checkers. So the Checkers then became affiliated with the Florida Panthers. But the logistics of dealing with a team based in South Florida as opposed to Raleigh presented new challenges.
You know, we decided not to play this last season, and it ended up being the absolute best decision we could have made.
It was super sad. At first I was kind of angry, I'm not gonna lie, but it made a lot of sense to me. It was the best decision for the team just not to have it, and I agree with that now.
I knew it was a business decision, it wasn't a political decision or anything to do with that. So, you know, if they'd have called me, I'd have came down here and volunteered my time.
We were one of 3 teams that ended up not playing, and our geography had a lot to do with that. It really boiled down to the fact that at that time the pandemic was raging. For us to travel, we have to travel the farthest, so we have to get on a plane and then a bus and then a hotel. And none of that was consistent with mitigating risk. There was no vaccine at the time, and so it was just the risk far outweighed the reward.
While players and coaches scattered, looking for opportunities elsewhere, the team did what it could to keep all of its employees, but even that wasn't enough.
We were able, through PPP money, to maintain our staff at least through that first round. I think we were one of the last teams in the American League to actually have to start laying off people. So we went from 25 down to 8.
Going nearly a year and a half without any games or any income, the Checkers managed to survive and are now more than happy to be playing a full schedule once again, especially now that fans are allowed back in.
Incredible, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of got teary-eyed a little bit because, you know, the season ticket holders, we're all kind of like a family. So to see people after a year not seeing everybody and hugging everybody and high-fiving and seeing everybody, I got a little emotional.
It was like going back to your high school reunion and everybody's the same. So it was great. It was perfect.
It's a lot different just hearing music playing rather than the fans screaming. You know, you do get that energy from the fans in the building, that was definitely, you know, a little bit of a change, but getting fans back in the arena this year has been awesome.
So to actually be behind the bench working with these guys, seeing them compete, and then obviously the fans in the building, creating that environment, that's what makes our game great. It's physical, it's fast, the energy the fans bring and the excitement.
Despite all the hardships the pandemic brought about, the Checkers did have fun with at least one aspect of it. Since they won the league championship in 2019, but no champion was crowned in either 2020 or 2021, they're still technically the defending Calder Cup champions. So the team printed up 3-peat champion t-shirts and had the trophy engraved with player and front office staff names, trying to find the silver lining and having a little fun in the process. For Carolina Impact, I'm Jason Terzis reporting.
We hope you enjoyed the story. If you don't want to miss any more great stories about the Charlotte region, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.